Hello, Libra. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2024. This is for Libra and Libra rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Libra. This is a enormous month. As you can see, there's a lot happening this month. There's nearly 30 aspects. This is definitely going to be one for you to remember, especially if you are here for career. That's going to be, there's going to be this big shift in that later in the month. You're going to have so many planets in your 10th house of career and fame and public recognition. But this entire month, you're going to find yourself being very social. Libra, y'all are already very social, but this is going to be a little bit more than normal with all this Gemini activity, especially with Venus, the Sun, Jupiter, and you see Mercury's moving into Gemini. And so we have that concentration in Gemini, very social sign, very conversational, very flirty, expressive. And you could be feeling all that, okay? You could be feeling really, really, really good. But also, Gemini is very, that mental stimulation and being very creative. So use these energies. As you know, well, maybe you don't. That's why I'm here. Gemini rules your 9th house of spirituality, okay? So a lot of movement and activity in terms of the way that you see things, your belief system, the reality that you're creating for yourself, your philosophies. It's also travel. A lot of y'all could be traveling, long distance travel, maybe even working on a book. I wouldn't be surprised. Gemini is very, Gemini rules the 3rd house. So writing and then, researching and even learning new things. But 9th house is also publishing. So Libras, in Libra Nation, any y'all working on a book? I mean, this is definitely going to be a time where you're going to be just very, mentally, intellectually stimulated. You could even think about things, doing things, creating new goals, or just even processing things in new ways, even unconventional ways, even just, ways that things that you haven't, seeing things that you haven't seen in a way before, if that makes any sense. But anyway, it is definitely going to feel like young Sheldon, okay, or older Sheldon, any of the Sheldons. But the first half of the month, definitely be social, have fun. That's what the planets are telling you to do, okay? Socialize, and it can be in a work capacity too. Having conversations, having important conversations, or, really just connecting and bonding with colleagues as well. It is definitely going to be a time where you're seeing a lot of these energies spill over from the end of May. So many great aspects, but all those Pluto trines. Now, speaking of these Pluto trines, you see we have two here, two that are the ones that are in asterisk that have circles in them. Not only the 2 best days of the month, if you want to mark them in your calendar, but 2 of the best days of the entire year, 2024. You also see the other asterisks, really, really exceptional days of the month. And if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down and I tell you what to expect, what these mean. And again, every single one, they're not all on this whiteboard here, but you see that Jupiter is going to be trining Pluto. That's going to be amazing, especially for money. If you are here for money matters, that is definitely like a big money day, okay? One of the biggest money days of the year. So that's going to happen on Sunday, June 2nd. And then you see 2 days after that, the Sun conjuncting Venus, right? On the 4th, you see Mercury trining Pluto, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter, all on that same day. Mark it in your calendar. That's a really big day. But again, we'll talk about all these aspects, but it definitely, again, everything I mentioned earlier in your 9th house, okay, that's where these aspects are happening. But, Jupiter trining Pluto, just to let you know real quick, Pluto is an Aquarius in your 5th house. And so you are definitely going to feel this. You're going to feel a lot of this Gemini energy, but you're definitely going to feel Jupiter trining Pluto. Pluto trines being very auspicious. Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune, profit, expansion, and Pluto in Aquarius in your 5th house of love and creativity and family, romance, joy, pleasure, procreation. I mean, definitely some, opportunities that are coming with these Pluto trines, which is definitely going to be really, really amazing for you. And remember, Jupiter is in Gemini. Pluto is in Aquarius. So you kind of complete that story there, you being the 3rd air sign. So really, really nice. Again, just a lot of just really propelling you forward. This definitely can be a month where you're signing contracts. It's going to be a big thing, especially with Mercury moving into Gemini, but also just all these aspects, just a lot of like contract energy. And again, if you're not here for contracts, like pursuing important conversations that you need to have, definitely being seen, being heard, putting yourself out there, being the, Reese Witherspoon of election, just, making things happen. All right. Now, the other thing is investments could be a big thing for you in the beginning of the month with all these Pluto trines, especially when you're thinking about family, children, but also like love and relationships. And yeah, it can be financially, but it can also be like investing in them now. Okay. Really putting a lot of big focus in that, especially also business, like growing your business, expanding your business, growing your brand, your profession. All of these are going to be big things that you may really feel a lot of emphasis on, okay? And again, really love and romance is going to be a big thing with Pluto and Aquarius in your 5th house of love and romance, if you're here for that, okay? And Pluto is intimacy, but you see how for the first half of the month, June 1st to the 8th, actually, you have all this, this time to really expand and really set yourself up for success and all this long-term potential, which is really nice. Now, like I said, there's 30 aspects. They're not all on the whiteboard. I'm going to talk about them later, but one weekend that I do love is June 14th to the 17th. That's going to be absolutely amazing, especially if you're here for career. You see, it's not even on the whiteboard. That's what I'm saying. There's so much happening in June, which is why I'm talking fast. I need to get through a lot of the good stuff for you, and then get to some of the other aspects. But just pay attention to that weekend, June 14th to the 17th. I mean, that's when not only Mercury moves into Cancer, Venus moves into Cancer, and then a few days after, the sun moves into Cancer, but Mercury conjuncts Venus. I mean, Cancer rules your 10th house of career and fame, public recognition, honors, achievement. So will you feel a lot of movement there? Absolutely. Now, Cancer season in general, it's just very like home is where the heart is. It's very home and family related. Definitely really, really good vibes, especially with Sun in Cancer. A lot of just, again, that family energy, that nurturing energy, very compassionate energy, really this soft feminine energy, really, really loving though, really just, I got your back, you got my back, very, I'll get the check, that kind of energy, right? Like after you, ma'am, like really, really just looking out for others. And it's definitely going to be, again, strong emphasis on home, domestic life, and your family as well. But definitely if you saw the ending of Coda, that's kind of how it is, all right? That movie Coda. But a lot of, again, like you'll find yourself just feeling really good in that area, especially Venus being there. Now, June 3rd, you see we have a big shift. We have a lot of big shifts this month. We have Mercury moving into Gemini. Take advantage of this. Mercury is only in Gemini for 2 weeks. Mercury is, and its domicile in Gemini. Mercury loves being in Gemini. Mercury does its best in Gemini. So this is definitely connecting with others, forming bonds, building bridges, communicating. This is something that you will definitely feel a lot of drive in that, okay? Now, you also see Mars moves into Taurus on the same day as the very amazing new moon in Gemini. There's a super stellium in Gemini on that new moon, which we'll talk about later, but Mars moving into Taurus. So here's the thing. I want you to take advantage of Mars still being in Aries for the first half, okay? It's still there. Mars is in its domicile in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. You could still feel very driven in that area, but now Mars is moving into Taurus, okay? Mars is all about like go, 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 go. Taurus is no. No. So you're going to feel a little bit of slowdown there, but it's still going to be something where you may have this pause in terms of like your transformation story. There could be some things with money matters around this time that you take some time really thinking about, okay, being very pragmatic about it, all right? It's not a bad thing. It's just like this slowdown. Mars and Aries, like you felt that energy. That was fast, fast, fast. Now, the last thing that I'm going to point out, pay attention to the 21st, okay? That's going to be, I think it's Thursday or Friday, June 21st. That's when we have the full moon in Capricorn. Now, the reason why home and family is going to be such a big deal for you is not only all these planets moving into Cancer, which rules the 4th house of home and family, but Capricorn, for you specifically, Libra, rules your 4th house of home and family. Now, this is definitely going to be a really big deal for you because now you see Capricorn, cardinal sign, Cancer, cardinal sign, Libra, cardinal sign, really at play here during this full moon in Capricorn. And there's so many great things happening around this full moon in Capricorn. And now, full moons bring culmination, conclusion. So there could be something here. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're thinking of moving around this time, okay? Something, maybe there's something coming to an end in terms of home and family for you to move on to the next stage, next level. But remember, full moons, culmination, right? Turning point, things coming to an end. Now, this is what is so crazy about this full moon. This full moon is happening at 1 degree, okay? Therefore, the full moon that we have in July will be also in Capricorn. Now, that one's going to be at 29 degrees. So this full moon in Capricorn in your 4th house, your home and family, your domestic sector, significant other, things like that, is only part 1 of something ending. Part 2 happens in July with that full moon, and that's 29 degrees. That's full stop. All right, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's going to be a big thing we'll talk about later. Saturn will also go retrograde at the end of the month. It's asking you, with any of these Saturn retrogrades, any retrogrades in general, you want to take a step back and reassess things and reevaluate things and, ask those big questions like, what are the life lessons that I've learned since Saturn moved into my 6th house, okay? Libra, 6th house is everyday activities, routines, your daily routines, your habits, your work. Okay, work is a big thing here. It's going to be a big thing for you this month, as well as health and fitness and wellness, and even pets. You may be thinking about getting pets or around this time. So keep that in mind. Now, the other thing that's happening. Actually, I'm going to flip this around because there's still more dates that I wanted to add. You see that we still have some really great, Saturn goes retrograde, but you see some really great days here. The other thing that I'm going to mention is that June 6th to the 16th, now mid-month, we start having squares, okay? And I'm not talking like 1 or 2. We have 7 squares within that time frame. Now, so it is, and there are different squares. There's Saturn, there's Mercury, there's Pluto, there's Neptune squares. So they all have a different flavor to them, right? Now, these squares, it's they're challenging. They can be challenging, all right? So with these squares all happening within that time frame, it may feel like you're walking on like this wobbly bridge, but to be honest, that bridge it's like 5 feet off the ground, okay? It's nothing you can't handle. And I want you to think of these squares as really pushing you, okay? Think of Tina Fey, all right? And Mean Girls. I'm a pusher. That's what these planets are doing. They're pushing you to grow, to expand, to thrive, okay? So use these energies to really be pushed to being like the best version of yourself and overcoming any challenges and whatnot. This is really a week where you may find yourself doing that. Now, the other thing is Mars squaring Pluto may be the biggest square of the month, all right? Those are 2 very powerful planets. That is going to happen on June 11th. That is definitely like come at me, bro energy. So again, be mindful on that day. That is possibly the most tricky square, but you'll be fine. Just be cool. Y'all are Libras, y'all Libra Nation. It's cool. The other thing is from June 3rd to the 16th, we have the superstellium with Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Jupiter, freshly in Gemini, by the way, all in Gemini. A very social sign, a very creative, stimulating, very curious, open-minded sign. So it really is that communication aspect. Like you will definitely feel very social. All right. These planets, I mean, it really does feel like Coachella, June 3rd to the 16th. Now, if you do want to learn more about Jupiter and Gemini, I talked more about that in your last week's reading if you want to refer to that. But let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Libra. As I said, after I do your spread, I break it down. I tell you every major aspect that's happening this month and what it means for you and how to take action. I mean, this new moon, by the way, huge. The other thing that I was going to mention real quick is on June 29th, Mercury will sextile Uranus. This is the only Uranus aspect this entire month, okay? And so it's really interesting. Uranus, remember, is in Taurus, so it's still in your 8th house. So there could be something here. I want you to pay attention to the 28th, 29th. I mean, Venus being your ruling planet, right? Sextiling Mars. Mars. You know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together. That's going to be June 28th, but also the 29th, okay, because it's happening in your 8th house. So there really could be something here that is really surprising and really exciting. Some news that you could receive. There's something that you could do that's, done in this very unique, exciting way, being very impulsive and possibly spontaneous, but there is as part of your inner transformation too. You've been going through a really big transformation story with all these planets in your 8th house, and now they're all shifting into Gemini. All right, so let's do it, Libra. Let's see what's going on for you, Libra Nation. Again, this is for Libra and Libra rising, and if you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, your ruling planet, you absolutely welcome to. So Libra, let's do it. See what's going on for you for June 2020. Let's do this. June 2020. 4. Oh my goodness. Libra, I gotta say, so when it's starting to get really hot here, my AC is about to go in, possibly today, possibly tomorrow, but it gets really humid here in New York. And then I don't know if y'all read or if y'all have cards too, if there's any of y'all. I know that a lot of y'all come here to learn, and hey, these cards get really sticky with the humidity. It is so crazy. So I usually default to my other deck, but it's in the kitchen. Anyway, oh yeah, okay, so wow, you hear that? That was for you. That look at this. Oh my goodness, Libra, you are absolutely amazing. I guess that your life is changing in this big, huge way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can't believe this. Let's get started. Now, you got the death card, which is really great. So remember what I talked about, your transformation story. Here it goes, okay? Death is transformation. This is a major transformation. This is a major arcana. This is a transformational process, that what you're going through, okay? You see the sun coming out in the horizon. This is going to be very special for you. The sun only appears in very few cards in tarot. So this, again, is one of the best cards in the deck. So you've already gone through this transformation. You've probably already started something, this new journey. Again, I had to say that you were going through this transformation out of all the signs with Jupiter, Uranus, and then even just last month, all these planets in Taurus. We had like 5 planets in Taurus. We had that new moon in Taurus. We had the Jupiter Uranus conjunction in Taurus. We had Sun conjuncting Jupiter in Taurus. Everything in Taurus. So you are now, boom, there is this new you, Libra 2.0. This is absolutely amazing. There's a lot of changes happening in your life, and boom, there you go. Hello, and the heart of your spread. Don't forget, this is a monthly reading, okay? Not a weekly reading. You've got the 10 of Cups here. Absolutely amazing, because I'll just show you. I mean, you see, you got the Wheel of Fortune in your future. I can't even believe this, because death is all about change, right? It's all about this new thing that's happening for you as you start transforming. You've got the 10 of Cups as well as the Wheel of Fortune, 2 10s, all right? 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. This is possibly this month is this new journey for you in this amazing way. I mean, the 10 of Cups, this is happy everything. This is happy family, happy life, happy couple, happy everything, okay? This is that card. This is all about enjoyment, total enjoyment. Everything feels good. The only rainbow in tarot indicating this promising future, which you see, you've already got here. All right, so absolutely, like, this is really good, and this is definitely going to be remember, this is the end of the suit, so there is something to come that, again, it's like elevating in that area, ascending in that area. There's this new beginning that's starting, that you're gonna have a lot of luck and fortune around. I mean, wow, this is really, really big, Libra. I can't even. Okay, so the other thing is you got the 4 of Cups in your challenge area. So just, open up your heart. That's all you have to do. Open up your heart. You have Pluto in Aquarius, as I mentioned, in your 5th house of love, relationships, home, or family, children, even, sex, procreation, recreation, things like that as well. And remember, we have these Pluto trines, but Pluto is going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. So that could be a big emphasis for you for the next 20 years. Open up your heart starting this week. Let all that love in and have that self-love is the biggest thing that's coming through. This card really is like testing your gratitude. Now, there could be something that also it seems like someone's not willing to budge, and it could be you, and it could be something about your transformation story where it's like really, really appreciate these changes that are happening in your life, because look at the direction you're going. Because if you don't have that appreciation, because this card is, like I said, testing your gratitude, this card is highly associated with apathy, and it's also in your challenge area. So it's just saying, like, you can even see him arms crossed, crossing off his heart, right? So just have that self-love this month, and anything that doesn't, it feels like there's something in the way. It may be you in your own way, but it does feel like someone else, all right? It feels like someone else that may not be on board, or maybe even like jealous of you, or, something that you're just gonna have to see eye to eye with them. Remember, there's a lot of squares in the middle of the month, but you're gonna be cool. You're Libras. You're gonna be, you can go fly your kite with your dog, things like that. You're going to be fine. That's how you're going to feel. Now, you've got the 9 of Wands in your crown. Okay, so this is a card where, with these two cards, I really want you to communicate, okay, this month, and be open to communication. Now, 9 of Wands, you see that this is definitely perseverance, okay, resilience, like not backing down, and it even is like knowing you have got people behind the scenes that's got your back too, is something that's coming through. But even still, it's all about you, right? It's all about you, and it's all about you, and you not letting anyone take anything away from things that you're passionate about, things that you've worked hard for. You can even see him standing in front of the wands, like protecting the wands. But in any case, there is a sense of there could be some like resistance from you on this transformational journey that you're going. Just open up your heart and have that self-love. And if someone else is there, like, you're gonna win. You're gonna win, but be cool about it. Be very, Venus is your ruling planet, so it's diplomacy. I don't even have to tell you that. Now, Knight of Cups in the root of your spread. You got another honk. Knight of Cups in the root of your spread. I mean, when I talk about partnerships and relationships, yeah, that's definitely going to be something that's really big for you. That's still happening. Okay. Remember that, that is kind of like your story as well, part of your transformation story, and what you're learning about yourself through partnerships, relationships. It can be love, it can be career, whatever this one-on-one relationship is for you. But you have the Knight of Cups. You're very patient, okay? And it's a month where you can take your time, like learning these things and having that self-love. The Knight of Cups, you see him extending the cup, so he definitely wants to share it with someone. This is the Knight in Shining Armor, Mr. Romance and whatnot. But at the end of the day, all he wants to do is fill that cup. He wants to be emotionally fulfilled, all right? And he'll take his time, even finding the right person to share this cup with. But know that even though that Mars is leaving your 7th house, okay, Mars in Aries is leaving your 7th house, the North Node is still there all year long. This is your journey, okay, with partnerships and relationships, okay? Again, it can be however that resonates with you. And then remember, the South Node is in your sign. So there's something about you that you're really learning here. But anyway, you've got the Wheel of Fortune in your future. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're magical. This is you. And, this is a knight on a unicorn, basically, moving into this new change in your life with a Wheel of Fortune in your future. Hello. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So a lot of spiritual growth here. First things that's coming through. Okay. Major spiritual growth. Actually, when you think about, what's happening, with Jupiter now in Gemini in your 9th house of spirituality. So really, really, really nice. You moving forward. There's this new path opening up for you. It's clear as day here, coming after the 10 of Cups, after the Death card. Look across your cross. Something new is happening in your life this month. It is just clear. With a lot of luck, this is very fated energy. This wheel is constantly turning. So remember, it's highly associated with karma. Constantly work with your karma too, all right? To have these paths unfold for you. Even like I said earlier, those realities that you're creating for yourself, putting action into that. Really, really, really nice, because it seems like all you want this month is to be emotionally fulfilled. And I'm going to show you something here that makes your spread even just that much more wild. It's the same thing. You got Knight of Cups and Death card, same thing. Same thing, basically. They're both looking for change. They're both looking for change. You're looking for change. You're going to have it. Okay. Libra, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Libra Nation. Wow. This is amazing. By the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like to subscribe. Leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Let me know about this big change that's happening in your life. And and you could have already started feeling it. And at the end of April, mid-April, especially like May with all those, the best month of the year. And then in June, it's still really great. All right. So let's do it. Yep. Yeah. Don't Libra. Come on. You're fine. You're good. You're awesome. You have the 7 of Wands here. So definitely just take that time out to really, 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 again, there is that sense of, what I said earlier about here, this resistance, or maybe a little bit of that resistance. And even it's, and it could possibly have to do with like that self-love. So remember to open up your heart even to yourself, right? Because there's a little bit of, same thing here. He's like defending himself. Okay. It's similar to what's happening here. And so again, it could be something else, someone else that could be in the picture. But if it's you would know it. All right. You would know it. All right. But 7 of Wands really is all about valor. Okay. So it is all about drawing a line in the sand, knowing your self-worth and your self-value. So again, have that self-love. All right. Now you have the 3 of Pentacles. Amazing. Now, this is really great. I love this. A lot of family energy coming through, by the way, especially with the 10 of Cups. And remember, that's even like home and family, anything in that matter, because, you're going to feel that shift anyway, moving into Cancer season. And then we have that full moon in Capricorn that is in your 4th house. And 3 of Cups or 3 of Pentacles is actually attributed to Capricorn. And now it's in your external factors area. And this is really great. So 3 is all about the birth of new things, in addition to, create growth and development and advancement and maturation. But this is really great. There's something, new. Hello. This is huge, Libra. This is huge. Come on. You are definitely going to be working with others. Remember, I said be social, and even just, again, if you're here for work, I wouldn't be surprised. Remember, you're going to feel a big shift, a lot of focus on work once we move into Cancer season. That rules your 10th house, all right? Around the 20th, that's actually around this weekend of the 14th, 17th, when Venus moves in, Mercury moves into Cancer. But anyway, you see that the people here bonding, teamwork. This is all about teamwork, working with the others for success. It looks like there is something coming through. A lot of y'all could be getting a new job. You could be getting some sort of, something in financially that's coming through as well. That could be really nice. New project, something, again, that's other people are involved. So again, be social. All right. Now you have the Ace of Swords. Really love this because you are seeking that breakthrough. You are seeking this, new thing to happen in your life, especially seeing things in a new way. Now I say that because Ace of Swords, that swords are the air suit, the mental suit, right? Communication, logic, thinking. Aces ushering in new change. So this is this huge mental breakthrough, but this is also, like, remember what I said, like contract energy is a big thing really coming up with the Ace of Swords here. Okay. Now the other thing that's happening is aces are all about change, and so are swords. So this is a really big card of change. All right. And I'll remember what I said, aces usher in that new beginning. So new. Come on. This is really amazing. And then you have the 4 of Swords and your final outcome. So having that stillness of mind, having that peace, okay? That peace of mind as well, that equilibrium all up here. Fun fact, by the way, equilibrium, trace it back to its etymological root. Break it down. Equal. Librium, Libra. All right. The word actually comes from Libra. All right. Now, you do see the 3 swords pointing down. I always like to point this out. Okay. Opening up your heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. Okay. So remember, open up your heart, throat chakra, communicate. All right. Communicate this month. You have to. And then the crown chakra, that spirituality, that awakening, that awareness, that awareness, right? That word I made up, awareness and clarity. All right. So, you're good. You're absolutely good. It's almost like you're feeling in the zone, but you're taking that time out. There's so much light coming through this window, a lot of comfort, love, family in this card as well. So you're good. This is one of your best friends. This is absolutely amazing. Libra. Okay, so let's break it down. Yeah, let's do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do this. Libra. So the first week of where are we? June. June 2nd, big day. Jupiter trining Pluto. This is the best money day of June, even of the year. Okay, this is jackpot energy. If you're not here for money, this is sex. Okay, a lot of sexual energy here. Remember, Pluto is intimacy, and it happens to be in your 5th house of sex. All right, so same day, Mercury will sextile Neptune. We'll talk about this more in the weekly reading next week. It's nice, okay? It's very nice. Mercury enters Gemini, as we talked about. That's going to happen on June 3rd. And there is this cool planetary thing that's happening that day. I'll talk about it next week. But then on the 4th, the big day, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini. Sign, contract, sign. Please do. If you're presented with one, this is a good time to grow your business. You may be traveling around this time. You may be writing something, learning something new. But then same day, Mercury trining Pluto. This is you going really deep on the psychological level and really unrooting things, but also feeling very empowered in the way that you speak. And it's the same day that the Sun conjuncts Venus. Absolutely amazing. I mean, this is definitely go socialize, but this is love energy. Love is in the air energy. This is something, that can have to do with partnerships. Very like, you would feel this a lot because it is all about peace and harmony. And so I love this. And again, just enjoying the pleasures of life, but we will talk about it more in your weekly reading because now we get to June 6th, the new moon in Gemini, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter all in Gemini. Jupiter is still trining Pluto, mind you. This is huge. Now, one of the things I want you to take away from this is this new moon in Gemini. Remember, new moons, you want to set new intentions, new cycles, plant seeds, okay? Definitely do it for this one because guess what's happening in December for the corresponding full moon in Gemini? Well, that one just happens to be conjuncting Jupiter. Do it. You're going to be reaping rewards. Now, on the 8th is Venus squaring Saturn, Mars moving into Taurus, and then on the 9th, Sun squaring Saturn. So you see we have these two Saturn squares. It actually starts on the 6th, all right? But it's like, it's kind of like entryway to like these squares. But remember, and, with Venus at play, there could be a little bit of, this is more going to be like a spiritual thing for you. There could be a squeeze spiritually. It could have to do with something like with your health as well, fitness. So don't, overdo it at the gym. That's what, Saturn is, making you work hard. So just take your time. Saturn also wants patience too. But there also could be something with like relationships you just want to take a look at. But even still, like this is just going to be, these days are just insane. The first 8 days. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you. All right. For the first week of June. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this is when you're going to start putting things in order. You're going to definitely especially when it comes to home and family, okay? Because not only did you get the 3 of Pentacles, you now have the 4 of Pentacles. Remember, 4 of Pentacles is actually attributed to Sun in Capricorn, so it's still a Capricorn card. Capricorn ruling your 4th house of home and family, your domestic sector, things that have to do with home. I would not be surprised if y'all move or there's something there where you're thinking about it or moving in with someone, moving in with a lover, moving out with a lover. Like there's something there, okay? But it's just be mindful of your finances, okay? And put things in order. For it's all about order, okay? Think about 4 legs of a table, okay? That stability, that structure that comes with, even with Capricorn, but with this card, all right? So definitely don't be... know that there's other things out there because Pentacles are your physical reality too. So it may not have to do with finances for you. It could be something that you're really you might be holding back on in your physical world. And I just say that because you have the 4 of Cups in your challenge area. All right. So remember opening up your heart because you see he's also closing off his heart, and only when you've got the 4. Anyway, so two people closing off their heart. Open up your heart this week, month, Libra. Y'all gonna be fine. Y'all gonna be fine. Just definitely start thinking about structurally like how I want things to be for me. Okay. Now, second week of June. Yeah, June 11th is when we have the Mars Pluto square. That's very controlling energy. But what's really interesting is that Mars is also like physical energy. Remember, this is definitely going to be something that you may feel as part of your transformation. And there also could be something around money here. Remember, there also could be someone that's just like, remember, you have to see eye to eye with, but just don't exert yourself with this type of day. You also have on June 12th, Mercury squaring Saturn. And that one is just being mindful about the things that you say. Now, and of course, we'll talk more about these in detail when we get to the weekly readings. On the 14th, June 14th, we have a Mercury Cazimi. So that comes right after that Mercury square. Mercury Cazimi, the Mercury's conjuncting the sun at this point. So it's that refresh, like brilliant ideas are coming out of it. You're going to feel like this burst of clarity, and it's exactly what you want, with the Ace of Swords here. So really, really nice. On the 16th, we've got Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune. Okay, so happy Father's Day. Now, these squares, by the way, Neptune, to be honest, this is just seeing things in a new way, just not, it's very imagination, but also like really having a foot on the ground. It's very spiritual energy too. So again, a lot of these squares for you could just be these spiritual, like being more in tune spiritually, okay? And being in tune spiritually is opening up your heart. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of June. Six of Pentacles. You and your Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be fine. You're going to be great. You're going to be good. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Gratitude, generosity, sharing. This is so much kindness here. This is the act of giving, but the act of giving in terms of like feeling it spiritually. So it seems like you will be opening up in this place. Now, if you are seeking money around this time, if you are needing like, more finances, yeah, it could start coming through the second week. Okay. This is a very philanthropic man here who is helping the needy. This is a lot of, what is the word? It's like blessings. Okay. A lot of abundance as well. But even sharing wealth and knowledge, you could be receiving that, giving that wealth, just wealth in other forms of the word. Now, the third week of June, oh, wow, we kick it off June 17th, Mercury conjuncting Venus. Okay. Now, remember, Mercury and Venus move into Cancer this day. So this is when you start feeling that shift. Okay. Career, because Cancer rules your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements, social status, leadership, all of that good stuff. Mercury conjuncting Venus is happening at 0 degrees. Like it's happening like there. It's like boom is what it is. So it's definitely something new could be brewing around this time. And again, it could be this big spiritual burst from you. Or you feel inside you. It could also have to do with, like I said earlier, publishing, broadcasting, learning something new, thinking something new. But, Venus and Cancer energy, I really love it. It's this nurturing, soft energy, this loving, warm, loving energy, like snuggling with your kids or your dog or, your lover or, I don't know, basket of bread, whatever you want, Libra, you can have it. Then Mercury moves into Cancer. It's like very like thinking with your heart. We'll talk about it more in the weekly reading. Sun moves into Cancer on the 20th. And hello, summer. This is the first day of summer in the Northern Hemisphere, winter in the Southern Hemisphere. Nonetheless, it is equinox. So really big day with the sun moving into Cancer and very, again, home family energy, a lot of just career energy for you, really big career energy for you. Okay. Now, it is also the 21st, the day after the full moon in Capricorn. We talked about this. This is going to be big. What I love about this is that Mercury is going to be sextiling Mars this day, okay? So really, really, really nice. That is like stepping up energy. It's like this energy, like standing up for what you believe in. I really love it. Venus and Mars are kind of like dancing their way toward each other at this point. I mean, it's really, really, really nice. So let's see what's going on for you for this really loaded week, the third week of June. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You got the King of Cups. Really that emotional stability, that emotional intelligence. You're going to be absorbing it. You are going to be opening up your heart. This is the king who has so much love to give, okay? And you could be feeling it. It's reciprocal here. I really love this for you, but it's that emotional stability that it's really going to be nice, especially with the Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups. That's really like, remember what I said, this is all about putting things in order. Six is harmonizing, and then you get to that stableness of the king who's on top of his emotions, okay? And also intuition energy, you know, remember ninth house energy for you. Really, 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 really nice. Really nice. Really love it. Now, last week of June, we have the 26th Mercury trining Saturn, another great day for signing a contract. I would not be surprised if some of y'all sign contracts, and it can be work, it can be marriage, it can be just something. I wouldn't be surprised if you make some sort of commitment. This is a great day to do it, if just FYI, okay? Now, on the 28th, we talked about this Venus sextile Mars. Really fun day, really fun, loving, sexy day, but also for you, a lot of like really great energy in terms of career. Remember, Venus is also money, okay? And remember, Venus sextile Mars is in your going to be in your 8th house and your 10th house. So that's money and career. Anyway, so we'll talk about that in the weekly reading. And then on the 29th, the day after what I said, Mercury sextiling Uranus. I actually really love this for you, okay? Did you see that flip over? The Three of Wands. Wow. Okay. So there you go. That's okay. So Libra, so another card, another three. All right. Another three. Definitely just this is what I call like the green light card. It's go. It's you going out there to explore. You have all this stability, you have all this harmonizing, you have this emotional stability, this love for yourself, and now you're ready to just go and see the world. A lot of travel. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling. You know, that is the 9th house that we are talking about, where you have a bundle of planets. You have 5 planets in the beginning of the month. And then it's also, again, maybe starting a new job, career. There's something new happening here, all right? And it's up to you. It's the action that you take. You know, they say the sky's the limit, and this is all sky, but whatever this is, it's going to help you grow and be that person that you want to be. This is going to be absolutely, you're amazing. This is one of your best readings. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, your future, 10 of Cups, Death card. You have 3 of Pentacles here. You have the 3 here. I mean, like, you're good. You're absolutely good. You're good. You have the Knight of Cups. Libra, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on, Libra Nation. And next week we'll go into these big the new moon in Gemini, Jupiter trine Pluto, these bigger aspects. All right, Libra, thanks so much. Y'all are amazing. This is one of your best readings. That may even be your title. We'll talk. I'll think about it. All right. Thanks so much, Libra. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.